Hey, this is Dan Kingsley with the Realty Edge team, Rochester market update. And I just wanted to go through where we're at now. We're kind of in the middle of July. So going back from last month when I did this to give you an update, really, we're kind of in the same situation, but we're moving towards a different area. So, for example, this month we're at 271 sales pending, which is great. 124 are still for sale on the market in the Rochester area. That ratio is 68.6%. Last month, if you remember, so it's 271 this month. It was 344 last month. So we're reducing the amount of sales pending, and you'll kind of see how this trends out. But anytime it's a high ratio, that means there's a lot of demand for the houses. So this month it's 68.6. Last month it was 74.6. So the ratio is going down slightly. It's still relatively high. Demand's there, but you can see it's starting to trend down. And there's some other cool stuff that you'll see that's changing a little bit in our market, showing us some other things that are pretty typical for a normal market this time of year. If you look at what happened this last month, now the last 30 days, 500 to 600 price range has the largest inventory. And if you remember from last month, that was the 2 to 300,000 houses had the highest amount of inventory. Now it's bumped up 100,000 more than it was before. So 500, 600, that's got the most. That's at 22. And our median price for everything, not just the 500, 600, but our median price has also gone up. So price last month, median was 424. This month it's 457. So that you can see that median price is moving up, which you'll see more. The 3 to 400 range is also got the highest off-market properties, which means the ones that came on the market and then didn't sell. Versus last month, that was the 4 to 500 range. So the properties that are coming on the market that aren't selling are going down in price, and the ones that are coming on the market inventory-wise are going up in price. A lot of times, like I talked last time about why that happens, is as people see houses similar to theirs, price, square footage and bedrooms and baths, they think they should put it on, but it's just either priced too high because they haven't done the updates, they haven't really staged it, maybe they make showings kind of difficult. Those tend to stay on the market longer periods of time. So it's kind of like the catch up. Those are the people that are testing the market. Maybe they're not really motivated to get their house sold, so they're coming on and they're staying on, or they're canceling and coming back off. So we see this influx of higher end homes on the market inventory wise. They're also selling, which is great. But what we typically see from what would just happen last month, basically May to June, now June to July, this is the move up. So the 300, 400,000 houses were put on the market by people that have been waiting to move up. So now they're closing on higher end homes. So these are people that are typically, they're at that stage in life where they're making more money, or they just need a bigger house. And so they're moving up to this part. And that's typically what we see in June. So that's what we've got closing now. Days on market. Let's talk about that. Median days on market. So that has gone up just a little bit. I think it was 15 or 14 last month. This month it's 19. That's the median days on market. Sold properties, if you look back over the last 6 months so far, which is basically January till now, the median sold price is at 307.5. Last month, it was just below 300. It was like 294. So that's good. Days on market last month are 3, median days on market. This month they're 5, and that's at that price point, the median price and the median days on market. So price has gone up a little bit. Days on market has gone up too. But it's a good thing. It's a good trend. This is a normal thing that happens in the Rochester market every year. We have people that are selling a house that's too small or too old or whatever, and they need to move up to a bigger one. And that's what they're doing right now. So that's what you're seeing going on. The list to sale ratio we talked about was about 104%. It was just shy of 104% last month. Now it's just a little over. We're getting closer to that 105, which means again that list to sale ratio is if a house goes on the market for, let's just say, 200,000, the average, or well, the mean is saying that it's probably going to go for like 206, 207, or 208, I guess now. So that's kind of what it looks like. It's going to go above that. And a lot of times that is just other offers bidding it up, or a possibility of maybe some concessions being in there and adding it to the price. So it's hard for the appraisers to watch the market to keep going up because they need to have comparables to make it valid, but it's good for sellers, and that's what we're looking at right now. Absorption rate, that is still amazing. And again, the absorption rate is something that, if you have no new houses that come on the market, based on how many houses are on the market currently, how long will it take for all of them to cycle through and get off the market? Last month, it was almost about 1 month worth. That means a house came on, it was sold and closed in 30 days. Now it's at 0.8. So it's a little bit less, which is, again, good. It's a good trend to see the inventory is moving quickly. But again, that ratio that we talked about first is going down. So the demand is starting to come down a little bit. But all in all, it's still a good point. Hottest stuff, the best place, the fastest listings are going to be 100,000 to that 400,000 price range in Rochester, which is, a lot of jobs cover that. People can afford that kind of stuff. But we are seeing this trend where there's a little bit higher end homes coming on the market. We still have that. The fastest selling are the 900 to 1.7 million, and that again is based on new construction. So they're coming on the market, but they're basically coming on after they're built, pended, and sold. And I guess just a nugget about that. I know, especially in the last 15 to 20 days, people call and say, "Hey, I want to go look at the house," and I say it's already pended and sold. They get mad about that. It's not that nobody's trying to fool them. It's the fact that when a person builds a new construction house, a lot of the moving parts are going on, and we don't put it on the MLS until it's done because there's no reason. We're not trying to market it to other buyers. But we do want the data to be on the MLS. The MLS is the multiple listing service, because not only agents use that, but that's how appraisers get the information. And if agents like myself don't put those information, even if it's already pended, and then the information is not there for that appraiser to use. And if agents stop putting information on deals that happen, those appraisers can't use those properties as comparable homes for other people that are trying to do the same thing. If they can't do that, the bank can't say there's a value to it, and the bank can't give loans out. So that's why those are coming on as pended and sold. It's not some kind of trick or anything like that. It's just to make sure that the information's there so appraisers, banks, other agents can price homes that are similar to it. That data is what's one of the most important things about the multiple listing service. So hope that helps you guys out. If you are not in the Rochester area, in a different area, and you'd like me to give you an updated market analysis on your town, let me know. I can run one for anybody and go through the whole thing with you. It takes usually more than 15 minutes, something like that. But I'd love to help you out any way I can. So hope you guys are doing well, and let me know.